morning. Thank you, Chris and the choir.
Good morning, Deb.
All right. Good morning, family. I'm Deb Kearns, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living in our beautiful community of Apple Valley, California. Please join us, if you wish, in singing our opening song, I Release, by Ricky Byers. Performed by Chris and the HDCSL choir.
There was a time in my life, thought I'd have to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks again, Chris and the choir. Awesome. We are an all-inclusive center of love where we recognize and celebrate each person as a divine and unique expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. We teach and embody the science of mind principles to support our core values of love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Welcome home. Thank you to those of you who are joining online today, as well as everyone here in our congregation. We're so happy you're here that we get to share this time together. Now I invite you to please join me in reading the opening community affirmation. It's in your program on the left side, and it's also up on the monitors as well. I believe in one power, one living spirit, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. I believe that spirit expresses through me and is the unity of all life. I believe that all thought is creative and that how I choose to think creates my personal experience. Let's just breathe that in right now. And let's say it together, and so it is. Is there anyone here joining us for the very first time? If so, please raise your hand. Okay. Well, we're all happy that everyone is here. So, daily text announcements. We send out our daily text announcements and daily affirmations updating that's regarding, let me start that over again. Go backwards. We send out our daily affirmations and updates regarding service and any upcoming events through a texting service. If you'd like to join, which it is amazing, to join the service, please text JOIN to 833-683-2356. Okay, so in your brochure, you have this very wonderful colored paper here, and announcements for the upcoming weeks and their events are in the program, along with the HDCSL daily affirmations to use. So please take it home, put it on the refrigerator, put it on the front door as you're leaving the house. They're just great to be reading every day and to keep us focused. Current events happening at our center also can be found online through our social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram. We also have an HDCSL monthly calendar found on our website as well. We have some announcements and updates to share with you today, and here they are. Drum roll. All right, next Sunday, January 29th, after service, we will be having our annual membership meeting. We ask that all members attend this special meeting where we will elect our new board of trustees. Prosperity Plus 3, facilitated by Reverend Michael Kirkaroo, began this last Thursday. If you missed it, don't worry, and you're still interested in joining it, guess what? You can. Registration will be open for one more week. If you have any questions, please stop by the concierge table or call the office throughout the week. Sunday, February 12th, after service, we have a very special self-love sound bath with Tamara right here in this sanctuary. The suggested donation for this event is $25. Saturday, February 18th, we have our 70s dance hosted by HDCSL Fun Crew with DJ Steve Calucci. Raise your hand, Steve. We are very grateful that you provide that for us. Advance tickets are $15 or $20 at the door. Let's be proactive. Come on, get it ahead of time. This is open to all. Come dance. Have a great time with your like-minded friends and family. All right, giddy up, giddy up. I always think of Kramer. I don't know if you ever saw that on Seinfeld. Giddy up. He does that little look. Anyway, next Sunday, January 29th, is a special themed service with Reverend Michael Kirkaroo. You are invited to dress up in your favorite cowboy hat, cowgirl hat, boots, Western attire, if you choose, for our Happy Trail Sunday. I'm so excited about that. All right, now I would love to welcome our practitioner of the day. Let's give it up for Frank Sinclair.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
If you would please join me right now, on the front of your program, I believe you'll find the promises written by our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. Didn't we just do that? No, I can't. Good. Okay. I'm beside myself today. If you would join me in reading Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises, please. It's up on the screens and on the program. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I'm abundant, healthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy, with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. In grace and gratitude, what a wonderful way to start the day and the year. All of you now join me to light the fires of the flames of faith. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, a way of primary spirituality. We light the second candle for the Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging that all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as we light the last candle, the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And so it is. Just before I ask you to join me in prayer, I would just like to say that this is the beginning of the new year. And we do have a nice class with the Prosperity Plus 3. One of the books in that class you might want to get on your own is this one here. It's called Working with the Law. This is an exact parallel to our Science of Mind teaching. It is something that because we start off a new year, we have new visions and new dreams. And now it's a matter of putting those into practice by utilizing the law of creation, which not only creates you and I, but the universe and the world of our own experience. So I recommend you get this book if you can. Join the class if you can, even better yet. And if you can't be there, you can still get one of the programs from the bookstore and follow along on your own. But talk to people in the class. Kind of network, even if it's not Zoom. It's still something that you can do to light the fires for the new you. Now if you'll join me in prayer, please. The all-creative Spirit, of which we are all part, and divine sparks from. It is the universal arena of possibility, of ideas and concepts, of feelings of peace, love, and joy. It is all possibility. And we choose to take the time to unify ourselves, taking the mind away from distraction and focusing on the limitless possibilities of Spirit. In doing so, we are seeking the new vision for our own lives. We are reaching up by reaching inward, acknowledging that we too are divine in the very essence of our being, sparks from the divine fire. At this time when we reach inside, we reflect, we examine, we look at our new dreams and release the old ones. our vision is moving forward into our newly creating life. We are about transformation, setting aside those things that do not serve us, the errors of belief, ideas that we adopted from others in the past and history which are no longer valid in today's world. More importantly, no longer valid in my world. We leave behind all that baggage. Our new vision, spoken in words and images into the laws of creation. Feed my new becoming. And for this teaching that is based on this transformation principle and the teaching that we are divine, co-creators. For this we are very grateful, and we honor it by putting it into practice every day. So it is, and so we are. Amen.
Thank you, Frank, for that spiritual mind treatment. Today we have 3 in-house speakers. They're very special to all of us. First we have Tina Arredondo, which will be our opening speaker, followed by Brandi Pagano and Thomas Downing. If we could all give Tina a nice welcome, warm welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I'm going to be reading most of what my talk is, and I know that you guys like to have the eye contact, and I do too. But I had a talk all planned. I had it all written out, and then I read it, and it wasn't right. And so I started to do another one, and then I opened my phone, and there was something on my phone that struck me, and I was told through Spirit to share it. So I'm gonna start out with a prayer. And this is a prayer that we use in my clairvoyance class. I changed a couple of the words in it to make it fit. As we join here today, we allow the cosmic and earth energies to flow through our bodies, opening the doors which we become more aware of our spirituality and increase the communication with the God of our hearts. I love that, the God of our hearts. May it be with the blessing of the Supreme Being that whatever happens during this service benefits each of us in our spiritual growth, awareness, and understanding. So it is. Okay, so I of course have a Tina story. My friends call them Tina stories. So a little over 20 years ago, I started on my spiritual journey, and before that I had problems, issues with God, and all that. And I just was kind of lacking in the spirituality part of things. And I got introduced to Janet Amy and started doing drumming circles and I took some of the classes with her. And so I had a soul retrieval done. And it was a really great experience, interesting, and what she told me
when she came back and gave me all the information and all the parts of my soul that she had brought back, there are parts of our soul that leave us during times of trauma or tragedies, or times when things happen in our lives. And so it's a good thing that she recorded what she told me, because when I walked out of there, I only focused on one thing. And what she had told me on this one thing is that she had to go way out to different galaxies. She had to travel really far to get this certain part of my soul. And when she found me, I was hanging on to what I now know was my Divine Mother. And I was hanging on to her, and I was saying, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go back. And Janet had come up and was trying to coax me into coming with her. And my Divine Mother was telling me, you have to go back. You have to go back. You have work to do. You're needed down there. You're not done. And I was about 12 years old. And one of the things I said was, no, I hate it down there. I don't want to go down there. Look how they make me dress. And I was wearing a dress and saddle shoes. I can't be myself, So, in that moment, that story stuck with me, and so the Divine Mother finally got free of me, and Janet gently pulled me, and then off we went. And but the last thing she said to me was that I will always be with you. And today, because of who I am today and how open I am today, I know that to be true, because I've been able to speak to her a few times since then. So I leave Janet's and I get in my car and I'm driving and I'm thinking, what the heck? I'm an alien. What does that mean? What am I? Man, if I'm an alien, that means I'm not a child of God. And that was traumatic. And I tortured myself with that thinking, with that way of thinking, for a while. And then I got home and I was still thinking about it, and I was upset. In fact, I think I probably need to go back and have that part of my soul that left that day, because it was traumatized. But so I calmed down, and then I took a deep breath, and I realized, well, God is the creator of everything. So even if I am an alien, I'm still a child of God. And so after I was able to process that, then I noticed that I had a real connection to the universe and to the cosmos and to just out there. And so sometimes when I journey now, I go, and I love it, I enjoy it, and I know that it's a part of me. So that was the beginning of my spirituality and not holding it in a box, not having it in that box, and not being able to get out of those boundaries. I didn't like religion. I had a hard time with that, and so I didn't know where I belonged, and now I do. I belong wherever I'm at. Okay, So I wrote, like I said, I wrote out a planned talk, and then I didn't like it, so then I started trying to, start a new one. And then I opened my phone yesterday morning, and the global vision for CSL showed up. I don't know where it came from. It wasn't in my messenger. It wasn't on my Facebook. It was just on my phone. And don't know who sent it. It was just there. And so I was trying to write, but that kept calling me. And like I said, Spirit told me to share it. And so that's why I'm going to read, because I did not know this by heart. So, Centers for Spiritual Living, Global Vision, a world that works for everyone. 1, we envision all people, all beings, and all life as expressions of God. So you all, and I, are each an individual expression of God, and each of us is unique and gifted. Oh, each and every one of you is unique and gifted. 2, we see a world in which every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. And I feel that every day. I know that I'm constantly growing. 3, we envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought. A world where every person discovers his or her own personal power and ability to create an individual life that works. That works within a world that works for everyone. What a concept. So live your life. Live your life. Be who you really are. Be authentic. Be your authentic self. Be true to yourself. And know that this world right here, no matter what, no matter who you are, this world right here is going to love and support you. I learned that when I first got here. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where the kinship of all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. Spiritual wisdom and experience. Share your stories. Talk about yourself. Talk about where you are now, where you were, and how you got to where you are now. Because we learn from each other. We envision a world where responsibility joins with social consciousness in every area of the political, corporate, academic, and social sectors, providing substantial structure to further the emerging global consciousness. Pay attention to what's going on. Lies, greed, power, secrets, hate, judgment, none of those things have a place in a world that works for everyone. We envision a world in which resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is generous and continuing sharing of this resource. Greed keeps telling us there's not enough. There's not enough land, there's not enough food, there's not enough money. There's enough. There's always enough. We envision a worldwide culture in which forgiveness, whether for errors, injustices, or debts, is the norm. Forgiveness is one of our most important spiritual tools. We envision a world which has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and love through the resurgence of creativity, art, and aesthetics. A friend and I just went to the Cheech Museum in Riverside the other day, or last week, and it was amazing. It was amazing. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all creation. Personally, I wish to live in this world. We're all a clog in that wheel. To make this vision become a reality to all. In spite of all the negatives we see on this planet, more and more people are moving towards spirituality. They're moving away from religion and dogma and moving more towards spirituality. And we're already there. The world is changing. I know it because I see it and I feel it. I see it and feel it in you, and I see it and feel it in myself. And Divine Mother tells me it's true. And I'll finish with a quote from Oprah. Spirituality for me is recognizing that I am connected to the energy of all creation, that I am a part of it, and it is always a part of me. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. That was just, wow, just so inspiring and moving. So thank you for sharing that. I'd like to now welcome up Brandi and Thomas to go ahead. I'm sorry. I'd like to welcome up Brandi Pagano right now. Let's give her a hand.
Thomas, am I on? Oh, I am on. Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Tina, for your amazing, inspiring talk, and thank you for sharing our global vision. I know that there is one amazing, beautiful, everlasting life, and I'm so grateful to know that this life is my life right now, that I get to live, move, and have my being in this one life as an individualized expression of the one source of all. I don't know if you guys know who Tupac is, but Tupac Shakur has a lyric that says, "I was given this world, I didn't make it." And yes, we were given this world, but we didn't create it. We get to live and co-create this experience by choosing a new thought. Life is God's gift to us, and what we do is our gift back to God. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that the best way to predict your future is to create it. So through my practice of mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual mind treatment, which is our affirmative way to pray, I get to do just that. I get to create my future. I get to create my experience. And I get to create my present moment right here, right now. And some say walking by faith alone will get you there. But I like to say knowing is the basis for creation. Knowing that I have the power to choose and co-create any experience that I desire while also taking action. Treat and move your feet is a phrase I often remind myself. I've had more demonstrations and confirmations to count where I get to truly know that this stuff works. And that's what keeps me going, really knowing that I have that power and living my life with that knowledge of knowing. My challenge is remembering and actually putting in the work. Just like anything in life, if we want something different, we have to do something different. So my mantra for this year is confident and free in 2023. And that's something that I tell myself every day, because if I want something different, I have to do something different. So I declare that I am confident and I am free right here, right now, and that's why I'm here doing this. I was voted shyest girl in 8th grade, the whole 8th grade class, and so this is my 3rd time public speaking. I know I get to write the scripts and I get to do MC, but it's my 3rd time actually doing this, so thank you guys for showing up and holding space with me. I encourage you to reach out to a practitioner, take classes, expand your reading. The possibilities are endless. And I like to remind myself and tell my friends, keep going, keep growing. That's what we're here to do. Our classes are experiential classes. You don't just read the material and answer questions on a test. Through these classes and what we study here at HDCSL as a teaching center, we get to rewire the software in our minds. We get to identify and release limiting beliefs, and we learn how to take ownership of our lives and become the writer and director of our own story. When I last spoke here a little over 6 months ago, I literally stepped off this stage and into a new paradigm. And here's my personal story. I was developing like a series, I guess. It was called Real Talk with Brandi. And I was scared. I sat on this for months and months. I had notes and journals and just stacks and stacks of papers of all these things I wanted to create for my friends, my family, and the community. Things where we could have a space to talk and to share. But again, I was scared. I wasn't confident and free. This was in 2022, so it wasn't 2023 yet. So, I hadn't declared that I was confident and free yet. But I got to do my talk here, and I literally stepped off this stage and out into the garden room. And I was presented with an opportunity to join a podcast where I got to share. I get to share my spirituality, my thoughts, my beliefs on this life, my experiences. And I'm going to do a shameless plug. Todd and Nick and I, we have a YouTube channel called Augmented Teachings, and we do live videos, we do podcasts, and I wouldn't have been able to even have that. That's something that I was dreaming of. I didn't even have the tools. I didn't even know how to do any of that. I just had the vision, and I had the intention in my heart. And now I get to live it. I get to live my dream because I am doing this work, because I am confident, because I am free. And I always wanted another son, and now I have one. And I'm really, really grateful, because if it wasn't for me speaking this time, about 6 months ago, I would have never had that opportunity. So I'm very, very grateful for this center. And I'm excited to be here again, because I know that every time I push myself and I grow, life changes and shifts. So Spirit is always speaking. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in divine synchronicity. And I'm grateful for the ability to recognize the ways that Spirit speaks. One of my favorite Ernest Holmes quotes is, "Life is like a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker that which he thinks into it." And now I invite my brother of light, Thomas Downing, to join me up on stage, please. Yes, round of applause for Thomas. And I'm grateful for Reverend Michael Kakuru for giving us his blessing to share this space with you today. As students of metaphysics, we're learning to redirect our thoughts through mindfulness and affirmative prayer, which here at CSL we call spiritual mind treatment. There are 5 steps to treatment, and in case you're wondering what spiritual mind treatment is, here's the definition. Treatment is the time, the process, and the method necessary to changing our thought. Treatment is clearing the thought of negation, doubt, or fear, and causing it to perceive the ever-presence of spirit. It's a way to redirect and realign. Spiritual mind treatment is an opportunity to shift perspectives and create a new state of being, so we are in a higher state of alignment, and we can attract experiences for us to have and enjoy, and that's the purpose of our life, to develop our soul and enjoy the divine creations that are here for us and through us. Yesterday, many of us gathered to see Chris's band play, and it was so amazing. So not only do we get to gather here on Sundays and potlucks and karaoke night, we get to have some really, really great experiences. So thank you, Chris, and thank you to everyone who came out last night. Yeah, round of applause for Chris. We are one big happy family, and I love every opportunity we get to come together. One of the ways I like to remember who I am is by a song taught to me by Reverend Doug LeBeau. I remember who I am. And I invite you to close your eyes, if you choose, and take a breath in with me, because I know I need one. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. Is pure spirit. We are life, we are light, we are love. We are joy, we are peace, we are wisdom. In beautiful harmony, we are pure spirit. Who we are is pure spirit. We are. And so it is.
Hello, everyone. When a group of people come together with one accord and with one thought, a greater power is generated because the combined faith of a group reaches a higher level of acceptance. The best results are gained from group treatment when all members join in treating for the purpose of reaching a higher state of consciousness. What is that higher state of consciousness? I believe that love is at the center of everything. Therefore, I accept love as the healing power of life. I permit love to reach out from me to every person I meet. I believe that love is returned to me from every person I meet. I trust the guidance of love because I believe it is the power of good in the universe. I feel that love is flowing through me to heal every situation I meet, to help every person I contact. Love opens the way before me and makes it perfect, straight, and glad. Love forgives everything unlike itself. It purifies everything. Love converts everything that seems commonplace into that which is wonderful. Those are two quotes from Ernest Holmes.
Thank you, Thomas. And Thomas and I have been deepening our spiritual practice by taking classes and reading and having our own contemplative times. And so now we are going to share our understanding of a spiritual mind treatment co-written by both of us. With a conscious, centering breath, I ascend into my higher mind. It is in this place I know one truth. There is only one source of this entire play of life's existence. This one is the cause and also the effect. This one has many identifications and labels. This one is all there is. It is the originating source of all creation. It is perfect, whole, and complete in itself.
I am the incarnation in form of Spirit's burning, flaming love. I am the word of that omnipotence. I am an individualized expression of universal spirit. Right here and now, I am a direct, individualized incarnation of this one. My true essence is the same essence of life itself. My mind is the mind of God, and the creative power of this originating source is what I am. All abundance, all supply, all goodness expresses as me. I recognize that my divine nature is love, peace, harmony, and balance. I am the incarnation, the embodiment of infinite, eternal love. I speak these words into consciousness, invoking the divine mind, calling forth all the spiritual principles inherent within me. I declare today, now, in this moment of eternity, the complete joy of all enlivens my body, energizes my mind, inhabits my vision.
I declare that this life experience is perfect and always unfolding in divine right action, and that I am in a state of trust and belief. I know that this life is to be one of joy and an abundance of pleasurable experiences, confirming to me that I am that I am. I trust in the law of reciprocity, that what I vibrationally exist as, I attract and therefore come to experience in the physical. I declare that love is what forms me, filling me as a perfect vessel with all the attributes of the one living spirit. I am one with life, unified with the infinite. All the power, energy, force within the divine presence of spirit flows through my words.
Divine fire radiates from deep within me. It illuminates my mind and the hearts of all that move in my consciousness. Spirit's power directs my words and refreshes all who hear me in tranquil peace. The light of the one mind shines now in the depths of my soul as the perfect pattern, as the true I am. I recognize and accept all love, beauty, wisdom, intelligence, power, joy of the infinite mind of spirit within me. I embody the total completeness of spirit. The light of spirit is my reality. Love washes over me as an ocean
of light. I rejoice in this knowing, and I find so much comfort and peace here. I rest easy in calm faith that it is done unto me as I believe, and I am grateful to know that this is my truth. This manifestation is done and complete in the mind of God and is unfolding in the perfect physical realm with ease and grace and always in divine timing. All things assist me in living each day perfectly. I know all is well, and I am grateful for the consciousness that makes it so.
I lay these thoughts into the ground of universal substance. I release my word into the action of law, knowing that it is made manifest in only perfect ways always. I trust, I allow, and affirm this to be so. The law always says yes, receive this, here you are, and I accept all that returns. Let it be so now, and so it is.
Thank you.
It is.
We did.
That's excellent. I'd like to bring the choir up, please.
Thank you so much, Chris and the choir. I just love that song because I don't know if any of you are Course in Miracles students, but lesson 29 is coming up, and basically that lesson says, I see God in everything. And goes along with what Tina was saying too. Forgiveness is the most spiritual tool we can have, and that's basically what the Course really focuses on. Anyway, I digress. Thank you so much to our speakers. Let's give everybody a round of applause. So it is now our giving time. Please take a moment to join me in appreciation for this beautiful community and our philosophy. Yes, we know we live in an abundant universe. There is always more than enough to share and spare, just like Tina said. We use this time to open up the flow of abundance and circulate that energy with gratitude and love. Because we appreciate you and your contributions, we make it easy to give. In addition to placing your offering in the basket today, there are various ways that you can contribute to our center. You can use the Banco app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also visit our website at www.hi-desertcsl.org, and you can make a donation there. Scroll down and hit the donate button. Or you may drop off your donation throughout the week or send it in by mail. We appreciate your support for our center with you and our service and this beautiful experience together. I invite the ushers to come forward today. Wow, right on top of it, there you are. We thank you for your service today, truly thank you. Please join me in reading out loud our Declaration of Affirmative Giving, located inside of your program on the left side, and it's also on our monitors. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of the spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed. I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
Let's take a moment to bless our gifts today as we recognize the overflowing abundance of life itself, knowing these gifts go forth, touching lives, transforming lives, bringing healing and restoring wholeness to our world. Let's breathe that in. Now I invite the practitioners to join us on stage. Come on up. Where's that song? Our practitioner team is here to serve you. The prayer request box is in the garden room under the picture of our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. Our practitioners' phone numbers are on the back of your program. Please reach out to any one of our experienced licensed practitioners for prayer, especially if you're going through a challenging time in your life. They are here to know the truth for you, and they are available for service for your spiritual support if you need prayer. Thank you to those of you that have joined us in person and also online, or watching the playback. We will see you next Sunday, January 29th, for our Happy Trails Giddy Up service with Reverend Michael Kirker. Have a great weekend, everyone. And now I invite Frank to read our affirmation for today. I invite you up.
You'll see our affirmation up here on the screens. I'll read it once first, and then if you'll join me, please, for 2 repeats. I use the power of my imagination to create my world. I use the power of my imagination to create my world. One uses the power of my imagination to create my world. Perfectly and imperfectly as it comes out. Very good. And our benediction. Okay, we have 3 speakers. Who's going to do the benediction?
It's you, sir.
Oh, it's me? I'm the Benedict Arnold?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, thanks for the warning. As we leave our service today, we recognize that this is a new year, full of possibilities, full of transformation, full of new blessings, and the opportunity to release the old. Allow that which does not serve you to fade away, or if you want, put it in a package with a bow and mail it to somebody else. But for right now, dream the new dream that is to become you in 2023. Allow your mind to rest on this image, on this feeling of satisfaction and joy. Allow this idea and vision to sit with you, keeping focused on the direction, and follow the path as it is revealed to you, moving into a more beautiful, joy-filled, satisfying life. Leaving here today, that is your charge. And so we are, so we shall be. And so it is. And so it is. Hallelujah.